Welcome to One Sharp Sword, cutting through to what matters most. I'm your host, Dr. Wayne Pernell, Dr. P, the Outfluencer, and your powerful presence mentor. You know, there's a lot going on for all of us these days. And today I wanted to talk about what it is to climb the mountain instead of carrying it. I saw this quote recently and it struck me. And I don't know if you're reading my blog posts. If you are, you may have seen it, seen this concept. If you're not, you haven't seen this concept, and I wanted to bring it to you. The whole thing is that it's just so easy to be overwhelmed right now, especially there's so much transition. I mean, if you think about your life, you're in transition, either personally, professionally, your career, your finances, your relationships. For some people, even their faith that I've been talking to, even their faith is in a transition state. And so think about where you are in your life and think about the things that you're about to take on. And if you think about those things, they can get a little overwhelming, which is why I'm bringing this to you. Look, it's not unusual to feel overwhelmed. It is normal to feel overwhelmed. And you know, I've worked with some people who are like, look, I just want to feel whelmed. Can we just like back down from the overwhelmed thing? Can I just feel whelmed? And the answer is no. Like you're gonna being uncomfortable is really an important part of your growth. Being uncomfortable is a part of your growth. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, well, it means that you've probably not managed your day correctly. And that just means back it up a little bit, right? Just back it up. We've all felt that. We have packed so much into each day. We push to do that bit more and that bit more. And, we start earlier, we end later, and we're not as efficient as we should be or could be, or are we, right? It just feels like we're never done. There's always that bit more to do. And so I just wanted to bring this to you. There will always be that bit more to do. Let's hope, right? Reframe that for yourself. Let's hope there's always that bit more to do. And so what that means is it's up to you to set the boundaries, to set the milestones, to eliminate the distractions so that you're getting done exactly what you need to do for this day. We carry the weight of the things that we've left undone. And so that's what makes it feel like we're carrying the mountain. Oh, I'm slogging. I'm bringing this mountain with me. It's all the stuff that's undone. It's all the conversations I haven't had. It's the personal weight. It's the professional weight. It's all the things that are left undone that I'm carrying with me. And that's why it feels like we're carrying mountains instead of climbing them. The mountains were meant to be climbed and not carried. So look at your day and what you put into it. What did you plan to do? Not what did you hope to do? Not how many hundreds of things did you put on your to-do list? Because, well, if they're on your list, you can check them off. Nope. This gets back to what did you plan to do? And then look at what you actually did. Like look back over the past few days of your calendar, of your to-do list. What did you plan to do? And what did you actually do? So don't look at your to-do list as the big long list, but did you divide your day? Did you say, okay, I've got 6 tasks that must be done today. Anything else on top of that is cake. That's how to approach it. What are the 6 key things that you need to do today? Right? And here's how you know if you're spending time doing the things that matter to you. And for those of you that are listening to this and not watching this, I'm wearing a purple t-shirt that has Curious George wearing sunglasses, and the caption underneath Curious George is "The Fast and the Curious." That's just to describe what some people are seeing as they watch this. All right, so take a look at your calendar. Think about what you value, what matters to you, and your activities, the things you spend time doing, they highlight, they point to, they are neon signs with big arrows pointing to your priorities. Well, I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to do this. Okay. And what about the things you wanted to do? What about the things you said were priority, but that you didn't do? I worked with guys, especially, at least in my experience, seem to be more, let's say, guilty of this. The reason I'm not spending time at home is because I'm off on my adventures because I love you so much. I'm off doing the things away from the people I said I cared about because I'm doing things that allow me to show you that I care about you. And then when the day is done, there's exhaustion, right? And so I can't show you that I care because I'm exhausted. That's not the way to live, obviously. I mean, that is you being buried by the mountains and not even carrying the mountain. It's not even you climbing the mountain. It's you pushing away. So this is really a nudge, a really hard nudge for you to evaluate, what are you putting into your day? What matters to you? What are you putting into your day that that identify your priorities? How are you showing that what you value it is actually what you value? Right? So what's in your calendar that says, well, I value self-care. I value spending time with the people I love. I value reading. I value journaling. It's like, when was the last time you did any of those on purpose, deliberately, etc.? So you've got to spend time on your day in that climb towards the things you value. And how do you do that? Like, that's where the overwhelm comes from. Well, I've got to do this and I've got to do that. The truth is, you chunk it up. You block it up. You break it up and you put it into chunks of time. There's no such thing as time management. There is project management. And so what you need to do is to focus on, what are the things that you care about? How much time can you devote to those things? And where in your day will they go? Evaluate your day, evaluate the week ahead, the month ahead, the rest of this quarter. Like, look ahead a few months and decide, wow, what do I value and where is it going to go? Look, I have 5 books that I've written. I'm an international #1 best-selling author. If you go to waynepernell.com/press, you'll see all the different things that I've done. I've been on television and in magazines and interviewed by the New York Times and written for Entrepreneur and Forbes. And it's like, those things, like getting certain concepts and words out there, matters to me. Well, how did I do all that and still manage a full client load and a family and all the other things that I care about? I was deliberate with my time. And I said no to a few things, and I said yes to a few things. Right? So what are you focused on? And if you want to focus further, if you want help with this, seriously, the Signature Mastermind Retreat is worth checking out. StuckAtTheTop.com really is worth checking out. You'll get some serious skills. That's a big step for you to be able to climb the mountain instead of carry it or be buried by it. And if you can't make it, I mean, there's only going to be 12 people in the room. I cap it at, it's small. I cap it on purpose. And we're doing it in San Francisco. We'll be doing it in Atlanta. So I'd love for you to join us. The last one was in St. Louis. Check out stuckattetop.com. As you do this, right, just check that out. I mean, you're online, you're listening to this, just type that into your browser and take a look around. And evaluate your day, evaluate your week, evaluate your month, evaluate this quarter, evaluate the rest of this year. What is it you want to accomplish? What support do you need from whom? What time do you need to give yourself to get it done, right? To reset and to ready yourself to climb is very different than you waking up and going, oh, I wonder what today holds. And you look at somebody else's agenda for you. You own your life. One more time. You own your life. You've got this. You've got this. Thanks for being here. I'm Dr. Wayne Pernell, Dr. P, the Outfluencer and your powerful presence mentor. This is One Sharp Sword, cutting through to what matters most.